Are the chemicals in chocolate beneficial to humans? So, chocolate is one of the most popular snacks around the world. In fact, this food is craved by multiple people regardless of their age and gender. Nevertheless, although it is commonly accepted as a delicious treat, it has also been condemned as a totally unhealthy snack by numerous nutritionists. Still, there are individuals that claim that after eating chocolate, they feel better. It may be because they felt more energetic, more happy, or more relaxed after consuming it. So, is really chocolate completely unfavorable, or does it have chemicals in it that actually benefit human beings? Hello, I'm Jania Quintero, the student researcher of the topic about the chemicals in chocolate for the Miami-Dade College at West Campus, and in this presentation, I want to share the results I found on the benefits of consuming the chemicals in chocolate. So, the purpose of this research was to review and to analyze the different studies and experiments gathered about the chemicals in chocolate, and to find out whether or not it indeed contained chemicals that had a beneficial impact in humans' health. In fact, in order to do so, it was necessary to compare in this research the different types of chocolate based on the amount of beneficial chemicals each one of them contained. So, first of all, chocolate is made of multiple chemicals. However, since the purpose of this research was to find out whether or not it contained chemicals that are beneficial to humans' health, this project is going to focus on a group of chemicals that are proven to have properties that help people. And this group is known as antioxidants. So, what is an antioxidant? An antioxidant, or antioxidants in general, are chemical substances that help prevent the damage to cells caused by free radicals. And free radicals are unstable molecules that the body produces as a reaction to environmental pressures. And to further explain this process, the free radicals are waste substances produced by cells as the body processes food and reacts to the environment. However, if the body cannot process and remove these free radicals efficiently, something called oxidative stress is produced, which is a reaction that can harm the body's functions and its cells. So, this is the part where antioxidants come in, because these substances are the ones that help neutralize those harmful free radicals in our body. And as a consequence, this improves our immune system. To further talk about antioxidants, another fact about them is that they are commonly found in plant-based foods such as the cocoa present in chocolate. And as a matter of fact, chocolate has different antioxidants such as flavonoids, flavonols, catechin, and proacinidins. However, the one that is found to have the best health impact in humans are flavonols. First of all, let's define what a flavonol is and what does it do. So flavonols are chemicals that belong to a category of plant compounds called polyphenols. In fact, to further classify them, flavonols belong to the class group of flavonoids. Moreover, among these chemicals' functions, we have that it has a capacity to enhance the cognitive function of humans by relying on its neuroprotective properties. In fact, this occurs because flavonols are able to pass through the blood-brain barrier and have been detected in the brain's areas related to learning and memory. Therefore, they help protect against memory deficits and neurodegenerative diseases such as dementia. Likewise, flavonols help the body function more efficiently by protecting it from stressors and toxins. In fact, they do this by regulating cellular activity and fighting off radicals that cause oxidative stress. Similarly, flavonols also protect against heart disease, and they do this by reducing the levels of density of lipoprotein, or also known as bad cholesterol. And they do this thanks to the flavonols' anti-inflammatory activity that helps in this process. For the methodology of this research, what I did was that in order to gather scientific evidence that indicated that chocolate had chemicals that benefited human beings, I conducted an in-depth online research. In fact, to determine if there was scientific evidence that supported the claim that chocolate contained chemicals with beneficial properties, I reviewed the data and articles that came from the websites of Healthline, Medical Health News, Frontiers in Nutrition, the National Center of Biotechnology Information, and the Federation of American Societies for Experimental Biology. Also, to compare the different types of chocolate and the quantities of antioxidants present in them, I reviewed a scholarly article based on the research conducted by the University of California, Davis. Now, I want to show in this presentation the evidence I found for this research. For instance, this is a table summary of the studies examining the effects of daily administration of cocoa and chocolate flavonols on cognitive performance, which was published by the website Frontiers in Nutrition. Here, we can see that the daily consumption of rich in flavonol cocoa drink and chocolate bars led to an improvement in cognitive performance in both older adults with an early memory decline and in mentally healthy elder adults. Also, those that were administered a low flavonol chocolate and cocoa over an 8-week period showed improvement in processing speed, in executive function, and in working memory. In addition, significant improvements were evident in the verbal fluency task in those subjects that consume a high in flavonol, chocolate, and cocoa concentrations. Moreover, these findings were also replicated in the healthy aged subjects in the intermediate and high cocoa flavonol groups after the daily consumption of it over a week, because they showed a better performance in different cognitive domains. Therefore, based on these studies and this table, we're led to believe that flavonol indeed has beneficial effect on cognitive performance. However, the higher the flavonol concentration in chocolate is, the more significant the impact in helping humans in cognitive performance. In addition, we also have a table summary of the studies and clinical trials on the consumption of dark chocolate and its effects on the circulatory diseases, which was published by the Federation of American Societies for Experimental Biology. In this table, the results show that the consumption of dark chocolate and cocoa that contained significant amounts of polyphenols, which were mainly flavonols, led to an increase in the value of active nitric oxide, which is responsible for lowering the blood pressure. Therefore, this in turn helps regulate the inflammatory and metabolic processes and helps prevent chronic cardiometabolic and vascular diseases, which leads to support the claim that chocolate is beneficial to humans' health and should be included in a balanced nutrition. After viewing the previous studies, it must be considered that the amount of flavonols present in chocolate does play a role in the outcome of how beneficial consuming chocolate can be. Therefore, in this table gathered by a research on chocolate conducted by the University of California, Davis, one is able to compare which types of chocolate contain more antioxidants and therefore have a higher chance of being beneficial to humans' health. So first, let's explain that the antioxidant capacity is the ability for a compound or compounds to reduce a concentration of free radicals in a given system. Consequently, in this table, we can see that dark chocolate and the drink of cocoa liquor have a higher capacity to contain antioxidants, thus making them more likely to have a higher beneficial impact in humans' health. Before concluding this presentation, the potential weakness I want to discuss is how chocolate affects humans in the long run. In this research, it was shown that in the short term, types of chocolates such as dark and the cocoa drink do bring benefits to humans' health. However, we do not know whether or not, if in the long run, meaning over the course of several years, if chocolate may still bring more positive effects than negative ones to humans. Therefore, more studies must be conducted to ultimately decide whether or not its benefits are worth adding this snack to humans' balanced diet. But for the overall results, even though chocolate is commonly blamed for negative impacts it has on people, such as gaining weight or causing cavities, if one eats the right type of chocolate, being dark chocolate or a cocoa drink, with a high concentration of flavonols, it can actually be a snack that brings health benefits in the short term. And to conclude this presentation, I want to thank you, Professor Sanchez, and my classmates for your attention throughout this presentation. I hope this material is valuable for your education and it serves you now and in the future.